Hello, chess friends. We're covering the Bughouse World Championship in the Challenger section. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, but we're still in game number 1 of the series here. So we have michaelpap and blunderman1. We're playing against chessmaster5000t and ekrank. So knight here is going to be a decent attack. Maybe it doesn't lead anywhere. Let's see. Maybe new bishop at g6. This just hangs the bishop. But this is also reasonable. Now he's given up the queen. I guess knight check. He'd probably prefer to put the pawn first. Let's see, is knight check, knight takes pawn any good? Oh, ekrank is downtime. Ekrank is probably just going to need to get safe. Maybe castling. Castling's a little bit scary because of the sack or because of putting a queen in here and lining up. But both sides are scary. Maybe rook over here. I think if you go rook over, a possibility is new rook in check. Okay, he's just going to throw in the bishop. Now you might need to retreat to defend. As if you go rook up, they'll just be queen down. So I think knight has to go back. So anyway, in the challenger section, he's going all in on his attack. Okay, this is maybe reasonable. He's thrown in a check, and his opponent hasn't responded, so he just gained, what, 3 or 4 more seconds there. So 12 more seconds ekrank needs to survive. Ain't gonna happen. Maybe just queen at c4. You could also just bring the rook over here, trade the rooks. But the extra, I would have even gone up there. The extra queen and rook in hand are going to be decisive. I guess he's trying to get rid of this knight, but okay, that's a mate threat. Now he has another queen to play with. But he's losing a queen. Whoa. Probably should have waited for a blocker there. Okay, came down to a time race. And michaelpap has won on time. Our score is now 1-0. So this match is in the challenger section, which means that it is 3-minute time control. First to 8 wins with a win by 2 condition. We're playing here on chess.com. I'm going to jump into the house party channel in case anyone wants to join me in commentary here. Love to have more co-commentators. Always good to have different perspectives. I think he's probably sack here. Or, oh, I'm sorry. The rook covers. I didn't see that nuance. So yeah, that ended up that blunderman1 just picked up some material. Chessmaster5000t is on the attack. Queen mates for him. Rook is going to be good as well. Doesn't mate immediately, but still decent. I think pawn at g7. Decent thing to do. Oh, okay. He just picks up a free knight and helps defend. Yeah, I think we take that. Oh, might see bishop here. Okay. I don't think this leads anywhere. Throw pawns in. Take it all. I assume he's going to keep attacking. But Michael Pap is running out of steam. New knight in. I think Michael Pap is going to need to start defending. Just take this. Don't like this move. Oh, we have a challenge coming in. That's a block. Let me go block this guy. Okay, Michael Pap is getting a little bit more of an attack. Ekrank. And throw in maybe a bishop check. He's using the pawn. So we could see castle to get one of these rooks involved. Okay, he's trying to cut the king off from running this way. Leave a square open for further attacks. I think you can just take this. This gets the queen in play with a check. Bishop takes pawn. Pretty strong. And ekrank would like more diagonals. You could throw in a new bishop in check, something like that. So Michael Pap has found mate. Look at all these pieces around the king. That's brutal. Our score is now 2-0, favoring blunderman1 and Michael Pap. These rate-ins are pretty close, so I expect this to be a close match. Don't think it'll be a total blowout, but we'll see. I think you got to take the bishop here. Don't like pawn here. Bishop here might have been a little better. So I do like the new bishop down. Michael Pap running out of steam. His partner, however, has picked up a free bishop. Rook file's a little dangerous, so he drops the knight back. This reveals, well, I guess that is currently under attack. Ekrank seems safe enough for now, at least. Maybe bishop in. Nope, he's just going to trade. There comes the bishop. Oh, bishop in here, picks up a free queen. Don't like this move at all. But I guess, okay, I guess we can follow up with queen takes a7. Free pawn, attacks the rook. Maybe picks up a bishop. King seems safe enough for now. Queen trade on offer on the blunderman1 board. This queen is going to be chased around. Oh, he's just going to give it up. And so far, Michael Pap seems pretty safe out here. Not getting attacked. blunderman1 trying to set up some stuff. That's just is a hung piece. Just hung a knight. This is looking pretty bad for ekrank, down 5 seconds. His opponent has a whole board to drop. Knight is very good for blunderman1. Even without the knight, he can throw a queen in at c2, at c3. Ooh, that just hangs the bishop. Not sure what the point of that is. I guess queen at c4 is going to work though. Bishop check. It's going to lead to mate. chessmaster5000t. Get in a decent attack, but it's going to be too little too late because his partner is now mated. michaelpap is up time. He can sit if he ever feels like he's in trouble. At this point, he's not in trouble. And just eat this knight. So mate in 1 with queen at d2 for blunderman1. Hey, Firefly. Need some extra commentary? Sure, I'd love to have some extra commentary. I'm in the house party channel right now, so feel free to jump in if you want. Our score right now is 3-0, favoring blunderman1 and michaelpap.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. How are you doing, Firefly?
Good. Pretty good. I lost a terrible Crazy House match today in the Crazy House World Championship.
Oh, yeah, you played Clearcast. What was the score?
Um, 3.5 to 6.5. I messed up several times.
Yeah, he's a very tough player.
Yeah. Tenacious defender, and I've been playing a bit much Bug House, so I played a bit too fast. In Crazy House, when you're winning, you have to take your time, and in a couple of winning positions, I played too fast. Just like in Bug House, you will always win those positions, so you just keep making moves. But in Crazy House, sometimes you mess up when you do that, and I did.
Did Ganesh cover that match? I saw you streamed earlier today.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So viewers can probably check the VOD of Ganesh to see that.
Yeah. I haven't had I haven't had the energy to check it yet. It was a very disappointing match from me. My opponent played well,
It happens.
but I really should have won a couple of games.
Who is in the running now? My understanding is if Katask is not defending his title, then probably much like the Magnus not defending his title, that means the first and second place player are going to be the ones who play. So who do you think those will be?
Fumitox and Blitz Bullet are quite far ahead of the rest.
Oh, okay.
I beat Blitz Bullet, but Blitz Bullet is good. He takes some +10 sometimes and things like that. So he runs away with the points even if he's been struggling a bit.
Maybe knight at f1. Looks like michaelpap has decent attack. blunderman1 has all the pieces in his hand. I think this game is going to go their way as well.
Like it. They really should have lost the last game, but somehow things went wrong for their opponents.
Yep. So a pawn mates for michaelpap, but he's in a commanded position. He could just play rook takes e2, rook takes f2. He could play bishop takes d3.
Rook d1, okay, yeah. Rook d1 is good enough. I mean, they're up. Oh, but bishop d7 is not the best.
Yeah, that is not the best.
Okay, this is bad, but if you get the pawn for c6, okay, now it's over. If you waited for pawn at c6 there, you could still pretend that the game was going on. But yeah.
Yeah, this looks pretty over because michaelpap's queen is doing a good job defending himself. He's safe forever. And there is mate in the back rank here.
Yeah, I think Blunderman has been playing some really nice defense here. Actually, he's had a couple of really nice games, surviving attacks and making things good for his partner.
Yeah, he always seems to end the game up 15 pieces as well, which helps.
Is it 5-0 now or
It
4-0? No, it's 4-0,
I
right?
see it as 4-0, but
Yeah,
sometimes it misses the last game. So
yeah, it's weird. Yeah, 4-0. Okay. Yeah.
so you are partnered to Chicken in the open section, is that right?
Yeah, that
And
is correct.
have you all played all of your group stage games, or do you have some yet to play?
No, we played two group stage games.
Who do you have yet to play?
Ekarf and Yamat.
Yeah, I don't think they've scheduled any of their
And
matches, so they
they have a
man.
bit. They have. It's a bit tough for them because Ekarf is in Israel. Oh no, Bishop at D2. This just as I praise Blunderman, he messes up here. Bishop at D2 is mate in two. Because if you go up, there's knight at F4. If you take, there's
Oh,
queen
you
takes.
can't take. But going up
No,
was
but
at
king E2,
least
knight
a
at
little more
F4 was also
complicated.
once.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's problematic because Ekarf is in Israel and Yamat is working. So there's a very narrow window they can play.
hmm.
So we're having trouble scheduling, but we're trying, and everyone is in the chat, in the social chat in chess.com, and we're trying to schedule. We've had
Yeah.
two good wins so far against PKNM and Midnight Fox, as well as the Blaue Sau and Esken.
Yep. Congratulations on your wins. Yeah. Well, our hope was with 3 weeks to schedule, at least in those 3 weeks, even in narrow time windows, they could find something. But not looking good for the eCraft team.
I hope they'll figure it out. Yeah, that was a nice win from chessmaster and ekrank here.
It
But it was
was.
a bit unnecessary to allow that mate actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Just as I'm praising the blunder man, he gets the commentator curse. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Yeah,
makes a
they
huge
seem
blunder.
to not be playing now. Maybe they are on break, taking a nap after 4 wins here, or
Yeah.
maybe the team that's losing is reevaluating some of their life
Yeah.
choices. Not sure.
Mhm.
Hopefully, we'll get
Could be.
back on
Could be.
track. In
In the OTP tournament in Berlin, they added timeouts like they have in sports, like in football and American football and things like that. So you can take timeout, like I think it's twice per series in Berlin these days.
Oh,
So
nice.
maybe this is a timeout used for strategy.
So, was there has there been a Berlin since COVID, or is that
No.
okay?
There
It,
was some discussion that it might happen this year, but it did not. So hopefully next year.
okay, but nothing has been
All right,
scheduled
we're
yet
on
for
again.
next year. Here we are.
That's too early.
So blunderman1 seems to like getting rook g1 in, and then he
Yeah,
immediately puts a new pawn on h2,
yeah. The
which is
problem I was going to say,
interesting.
the problem is that he's played h3, so that makes rook g1 dangerous. But
Yeah,
bishop at h2 is a nice move. I like it. No, but
yeah,
I think he's playing a very nice style, Blunderman. Yeah,
right. Yeah, he
he had
seems.
that
Oh,
blunder, but
knight
here
in.
it's fine now. Yeah, and they take the queen now. Yeah. And
Yeah,
you don't have to be worried about bishop takes f2. You just take it with the king, and you have too many squares covered here. You're not going to break through.
yeah.
Which is nice that he realizes.
And now he's defending f2, and there's
Mm.
no diagonals even put in there. Oh wow, he just sacked that. I might have left that knight there for a little bit. Um,
Yeah, pins are always nice. So that's true. Yeah, you could have left that. Now he doesn't have e3 covered. So now bishop takes f2 is maybe in the cards, and they're down 7 seconds. So this is a good move though. If you take the bishop and then you take
maybe
bishop
you could
takes
castle
f4.
here. Okay, well that works too.
Yeah, because if rook d8, you have bishop g5, so you can't play rook d8. So that's why you don't need the castle yet. You can do it later.
Oh,
Now
and
bishop
now we have
g5
bishop
looks really strong.
g5. Yep.
Okay, this might also work, but it takes a few more pawns this way.
Yep.
And now they've caught up on time. Yeah, solid. Bishop takes e6.
Yeah,
He's very, very safe here.
he also had bishop h6.
Yeah.
This looks pretty winning for blunderman1.
Yeah.
So he's bringing the bishop back. You couldn't really push the c pawn because then there'd be knight check. Pawn at g7 is on offer here. Oh, and he's
On the
protected
other
that.
board, though, Michael Pap's in trouble. So if Blunderman somehow fails to mate here, then things are not so clear. But they're up 5 seconds now and knight mate, so I guess that should be this should also mate somehow.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
rook takes h7.
No, pawn at e7, queen d7 was probably
You're
the way
right.
to
You're
go.
right.
I mean, this might mate also, but I think pawn at g7 here might leave a few moves. You can also. Oh, but this is bad because now queen d7, queen f7, queen f4 is mate.
Yeah.
Or this first and then queen d7. Oh, didn't play it well. Queen g5 is also
this mates too.
Yeah, Blunderman is doing a really good job here.
He is, and I think I've seen Blunderman higher rated than this, so 1800 might not reflect his full abilities. Our score right now.
I mean, still he's in the under 2000, so he can't have been all that, because then he wouldn't qualify for the under 2000.
Right. Well, although when they're looking at qualification, it's not just your best score; it's kind of an average.
No, but it's your best score and your average score and all
right.
like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if he'd been 2300, he would not qualify.
No. I'm not saying he's been 2300, but I think I've seen him at 2000 before, for example.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So, Blunderman is now going for a run. His king is less safe than it's been in the past.
King h3 is
very
good.
much
This is
less safe.
because there's f5 now. But king f3 was a good move. This is a bad move because you can take it, and he did not.
Yeah, not only could he have taken it, but then pawn at g7 would have been good, or if his partner could get a knight, united f6.
Oh, this is fine. This is fine too. It's not like he's in trouble here. It's a bit greedy to take on g4. I think king h3 was a better option, but
yeah,
if it works, it's an extra piece.
Yeah, they are up time though, so good on them.
Here's an interesting choice. Would you sit as Michael Pap, or would you try to make some moves here without trading? You have, for example, knight takes b2 here, or knight e5.
Right, that's true.
Would you like to be more time, or would you like to sit and wait and play knight takes e3, which is a move that makes sense?
Not only would I like to be up more time, I would like to take a free pawn. So yeah, I like knight takes b2 in general. There is bishop takes a7, but I don't think a pawn is going to mate.
No, pawns are right. If you get more pieces, it's no, it takes the knight. Ooh.
Now we can have. Okay, he's just putting a pawn there. I think bishop there might have been a little more accurate, or a pawn at g7.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, now he's been a bit risky though, because that rook now pawn. If black gets a pawn now, pawn at g3, and you have problems getting your king back home. So I think rook f1 was not the best move. Okay, if pawn at g3, you can maybe take on f2. It's a bit risky still.
Maybe queen d7.
Queen d7, bishop at f5 is unfortunate,
Yeah,
or queen d7 would be nice. Just taking on d4 makes a lot of sense, yeah. There's really not a lot of constructive moves for black.
No, there aren't.
Maybe pawn at f2 so that you can pretend that knight at g1 is something at some point, because this is better, and then you have to go pawn at e6. Okay, but now you can take on f5. Yeah, was that good? I don't know. This is
that's adventurous.
Yeah. But
well, you should sack the queen. I think
sack the queen, but is there anything if you take, or do you just go king h2 and you just go king h2 here, and there's absolutely no danger? Taking the rook is a mistake. You should take the queen, and then king h2, and if he goes g3, you go king h1, and here you block on g3, and you're fine. Don't take that bishop. That's a big mistake. Bishop at g3 this is also playable, but a bit risky. That's a bad move. Now knight e5 mates.
Yeah.
I guess it's time pressure now. It's hard.
It is
But that's a bit
blunderman1.
unnecessary to take. You shouldn't take knights in front of your king like that.
Okay, this is going to be mate in 1.
Yeah, Blunderman is really producing some quality games here.
He is.
But king takes e7 by ekrank there was that's not. When time is low, the last thing you want to do is remove pieces around your king, because you just make it easier for your opponent.
And I think I said at the start of this series that the ratings looked very close, but now michaelpap seems to have a much higher rating than chessmaster5000t. I think partly because they've won a bunch of games, but maybe one of them was provisional, or maybe not provisional but estimated, because now there seems to be 150 point differential. Thanks to the follow
Yeah,
from
they all
Levy
gain
Rocksmith.
±6 this game. So
Yeah,
I mean, he's got, if he gets six per game, or he started with 7 per game, it's insane. And 5+ wins, it's like over 30 points plus. So yeah.
Yeah. And it's a 30-point swing in each direction, like from each of them. So that's a
So
60
points
point
more
total
difference
swing.
than he started with.
Yeah. So our score right now is 6-1.
Result of, this h3 move I don't like. No pawn at h2 would be devastating. That's why he goes pawn at h2. Okay.
Yeah, I think blunderman1 at least knows the weaknesses.
Is playing a really nice attack here. It's a bit risky to give up 2 pawns and a queen. Your partner might not be happy with you, but his attack is very potent now. Like pawn at bishop at f7, and then pawn at h6, and this is bad though.
Well, the rook,
ignore that
the
bishop.
rook could
You
take.
just go bishop at g4, and then bishop on c8 takes on e6. But this is a mistake. Bishop at g4, and then taking e6, and he's safe. And generally speaking, again, pawn at h6 there was really, it's really a shortage of squares for your king.
chessmaster5000t is up a lot of time, but is he trying to? Maybe he's trying to starve starve blunderman1 of a blocker.
Blunderman wants pawn at e3, so he
So
wants Blunderman
makes
to
sense
move
to
the
sit
queen.
here. And not only that, he could
pawn at e3 is
he could force a queen turret, or no, never mind. Okay, take it with knight to keep this threat alive.
And now pawn at h6.
Pawn at h6, very strong.
Was probably better a move ago, 2 moves ago, but okay, still good. No. Now he can play queen takes h6, and he's alive. Ooh, that was mate if he didn't trade the rooks. Now he also always has to be worried about.
Ekrank has queen h4. Is he going to find it?
No.
Service says no.
But
pawn check and rook down is a pretty straightforward mate, though.
Right, anyways. All right, they got that one. Nice comeback happening. I guess not. Still, yeah. No, it was a few missed opportunities by chessmaster, but it was a really nice queen sack by chessmaster there.
Yeah, it's good to see them putting up a fight. So michaelpap seems to be playing the true player opening, where you bring the knight around.
Got the true player opening, okay.
And he's from Armenia, it looks like, and as his true player, so it makes sense. Maybe under the tutelage.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, true player is originally from Armenia and lives in the U.S. right now. Has been for years, but he always uses an Armenian flag. So
okay, cool. So he's an Armenian expat, like Aronian.
Yes. blunderman1 is on the attack. That's a free knight.
King e2. I mean, he's gotten himself into a very bad position, but king e2 is a very smart move. Yeah, exactly. And now queen takes, and you have the king c1, king d2, king c1 way out. So.
blunderman1 is developing his rook, grabbing the open file.
Now michaelpap plays bishop takes e6. You have to go pawn at. Now the pawn is devastating. Okay, if you use the knight, that's not so great. You have to take the queen, which surprisingly enough doesn't do much. Oh, you should take knight takes c8. Don't do pawn at e7. Pawn at, yes, he did not do pawn at e7.
Knight at c4 is now
C4 is
pretty
mate.
good.
Oops.
Yeah.
No, is it king E1? You can go king E1. Oh yeah, it's mate pawn at E2. He got the pawn. Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, that was a bit sad. There was a knight at C4, but did he have the knight all the time? I thought he didn't have the knight. Oh, he's not mate.
Knight just happened.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you should
oh,
have
the
gone.
knight takes. That's a good resource to continue the
Mm,
attack. Save the rook.
yeah. There's a nice mate there. Rook G2, rook takes H2. Oh, we found
Oh,
it.
he found it. And he found it instantly. Not only that.
That's pretty good. He did miss mate in 2 before though, but that's very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see how the knight. He should have told his partner no knight and taken on C8. But okay, they were also down 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a really fun.
Hard to
Match
hold a
point.
knight for 30 seconds. Yeah, this is match point. So if blunderman1 gets a pawn, it wins a bishop. This bishop is kind of trapped.
Mm.
Not so much anymore. Oh, that's a free piece for chessmaster5000t.
Yeah. It's they're not just lying down and losing. They're fighting back.
Maybe just queen takes e6.
Mm.
I don't like the knight takes first.
I don't know. You can. There's a pretty good chance of getting a rook here. So because you can just. Okay, you didn't get it. But I think something like bishop at c6. Oh, I didn't like that from ekrank though. Now he's going to lose a queen. Things are going to get very dicey to say the least. All right, that's checkmate in 2. Queen takes c1, knight c2 for Michael Pap.
Yeah,
With a
and
very
this
solid
is
win coming up.
match point.
Ta-da!
Okay, that is GG's, I believe. Yeah, they're saying GG's in the chat. So we do have another match coming up, but it's not for a bit. I have a match in about 25 minutes. That's the only one that I see scheduled for today. Anthony Chess Bahrain and Vincent 2016 versus PKR and Lucci. So I'll try to cover that match as well. I guess until then I can see if any interesting games are in the pool. Unless you want to partner. Do you want to partner for a bit, Firefly?
I should be looking at making dinner, so
Okay.
we'll see if I can do a little bit of side commentary on the second match as well. But dinner is top priority right now.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for all the good coverage of the Bagas World Championship. It's very much appreciated. Always nice to look at your VODs if I don't catch them live.
Yeah. Thanks so much, and have a great night. I'm gonna follow Chicken and Jenny for a bit, cover their match, or not their match, but their brand in
Series.
Poland.
Yeah.
while we wait. All right. Well, have a good night. Bye, Firefly.
Good choice. You too.
That was a great Firefly. I'm gonna put the final score in the chat. Final score was 8-2. Favoring Michael Pap and blunderman1. PKNM says, I play in an hour. Oh, do you have a match scheduled that didn't make it on the calendar? PKNM, who are you playing against? When you say an hour, do you mean actually an hour, not a half an hour? Because there's a match in a half an hour that I'll try to cover. If you guys are playing a half an hour after that match, then that timing would work out great. We can roll right into that. Oh, you play Ecarf. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'll try to cover that match too then. All right, let me see. Maybe I can just follow Chicken Crossroad here for now. So Chicken Crossroad is partnered with Zyzon, who is just on voice chat with me doing co-commentary for the Bughouse World Championship. they still have to play the ekrank team. Seems like the ekrank team is finally starting to schedule some matches. What are we doing? Why are we taking this queen? Chicken right now is partnered to Pulchritude24, and this is Miss Jenny, who plays a lot of Bug House, is very enthusiastic, and she plays a lot with top players. And part of the reason for that is she just asks. She just says like, "Hey, will you partner me?" I think a lot of other people are shy about asking. Um, so she can often be seen playing with Chicken. I think she's played with Firefly and played with a lot of other players. Chicken has a good attack here, as does Miss Jenny. They seem to be winning on both boards. So we're making another threat. I probably would have got the knight back in. That knight seems sad. Way back here in the corner. Maybe we castle here for safety. Ooh, that's a little bit scary. But I guess Miss Jenny has mate anyway. I suppose I should update the stream title while we're waiting. But as I said, coming up in about 23 minutes, we have Anthony Chess Bahrain and Vincent 2016 versus PKR and Lucci in the challenger section. And following the PKR Lucci match, we're going to try to follow the PKNM versus ekrank match. PKNM, if I recall correctly, is partnered with Midnight Fox. Is that right? I think it was an all-Swede team that did not include Firefly. Oh, yes, he is partnered with Midnight Fox. Okay. So this picks up an extra bishop from... Oh, I guess it doesn't. That's where it works. Miss Jenny asked for a knight, so Chicken immediately takes the knight. I don't think the knight did very much. He just immediately sacks it. So now pawn plus queen would mate for Miss Jenny. Getting this queen involved seems like a good thing to do. Miss Jenny is on the attack. She's traded queens. I think our partner can live through this. Although, if pawn and knight comes, we may need to sack his queen. Trying to get our knight involved to threaten like a knight mate. So now a knight mates. I think Chicken can just take this knight. Oh, actually, now knight guards this square. I'll take a little bit more. Queen trade on offer. Now, okay, she's using her. Is this the knight? The problem is that can be taken. Is there going to be a draw over here? That would be interesting result. I don't think Titicaca is high rated enough to realize the draw possibilities. But Miss Jenny has a pretty safe king. And she is still on the attack. Chicken is picking up a little bit of material. Queen in here. Oh, I like that queen move. Much better than what I suggested. I think using the other rook would be even better, because then you could swing this rook over. But still good moves all around. Maybe queen takes rook. Oh, okay. This works too. You actually have rook takes pawn. Oh, this trades the queens. I don't think that's as good. Okay. Now we have rook takes pawn. He could just slide the king, but she's chosen to trade off. More pawns can be promoted. Bishop check followed by knight in could be okay. Well, this wins the queen. Unfortunately, chicken get in a bit of trouble. Chicken's up enough time that he can stall if need be. Okay, I would have used the existing queen for sure. Okay, now take with knight. A knight would mate for Kai, but he's not going to get it. Just keep checking and mate will happen. That's a win for the chicken team. I see PKNM is also playing in the Crazy House World Championship in about under 3 hours, playing against Bugzilla. So good luck to you, PKNM, if you're still in the chat here. I'm going to check in on what Mikey San is doing. His stream title seemed to say Bughouse World Championship. Maybe he played a match earlier today, or maybe he has a match later today, but doesn't seem to have one on the schedule. Okay, I think he's just playing in the pool. Alright, let's go back to the chicken game, see what's going on. Like chicken is up about 10 seconds. 15 seconds at this point. Miss Jenny is offered a queen trade, but there's knight check to pick up the queen for free. Chicken also trying to take a free queen. 2 knights in hand. Knight's the only piece to drop. That should make it easier to find this knight check, but he doesn't find it. So now a knight mates for chicken, so she can tell he can tell her to sack the knight, sack for the knight, but he's continuing to move. He set up a mate with his own knight. He's now up about 35 seconds. And that's mate for the chicken team. This seems a little sus. Let me see. Don't sun me, son. Only played Bug House. Account created 2 weeks ago. And a suspicious handle. Definitely an alt. Question is his partner a cheater as well? Looks like the answer is probably yes. But let's look at the play. So I mean, the 200 is not playing great moves, so maybe he's a legitimate 200. About 12 minutes till the next BWC game starts, in theory. We can activate in his rook. So we're going to activate this bishop next. Or maybe he pushes the pawn. Okay, he pushes the pawn. That's a free knight. We take those. Discovered check is being threatened. Taken first. With no blockers, this is checkmate. Or no, not quite mate, but you get to take the queen with tempo. Probably with your A rook, so you still guard the knight. And they were up enough time that Miss Jenny was able to just sit. This is an interesting profile picture from Super J Hempo 5. It's a bishop on, looks like bishop on C1. I guess the implication is that's a bishop that he really likes in his chess games. Miss Jenny could take a free pawn. He's just going to sack instead. And he could put another pawn at e5, so it's not even much of a sack. It's still put a pawn on e5. Now you do have the queen check. Here I think you go queen takes. This ends up being kind of a trade. Chicken has sacked. Already has a bunch of material on hand. Okay, well now I would have taken this pawn before castling. So this gives the rook file. Chicken is on the attack. So if bishop takes, there's a knight threat. Miss Jenny is up time, down a little material on her board. Chicken's about to take her free queen. Oh, he doesn't want the free queen, he's going for mate. So knight's good, maybe just rook over check. This is a little bit adventurous from Chicken. Now, I believe he needs a little bit more to mate. That rook's going to help for sure. That was a free knight. Only a free knight, it makes it so your queen is not hanging. So definitely should have taken that one. But Chicken gets mate on his board. gonna check the pool to see if any of the people playing in the match just started warming up. I see PKNM is playing in the pool as well. Like Anthony Chess Bahrain may be playing. A lot of variant games going on right now. I'm thinking probably should follow Anthony Chess Bahrain. So we're gonna go out of this match. And we're gonna follow Anthony Chess Bahrain. It says I can't follow him. I'm sure I saw him in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm sure I saw him playing, so why couldn't I follow him? Oh shoot, that was not the match I meant to click. Let's go. I kind of saw Anthony Chess and assumed that that was going to be Anthony Chess Bahrain. Okay, so here's Anthony Chess Bahrain. He is not with his BWC partner, but he seems to be warming up in the random pool just by himself. But at least we're following the right person. When BWC starts, we'll be ready to go. Newbie chess player, or Nubis chess player. Maybe that's someone different. I thought there was a Nubius chess player who was in the BWC. But that might be a different person. In the meantime, let me see if PKR or Lucci are online. PKR is online and playing. I don't see Lucci. I think we're friends, but I'm not sure. Okay, PKR is in the pool right now. So at least 2 of the 4 players are online. Hey, 4-player chess. Oh, we have an alert. 4-player chess. Let me check to see. Are you talking about Castor? If you're talking about Castor, I'm already following him. Check to see who's in the chess category though. Kitty Puff. Let's see. Oh, I think I found your alert. Thank you for letting me know about that. 4-player chess. So Anthony Chess Bahrain, his partner has been mated in this particular game. Oh, it looks like Midnight Fox is in the pool as well. I wonder if Midnight Fox is partnered to his BWC partner, PKM. Guess we can check that out. Look in the Midnight Fox game. Nope, Midnight Fox is just randomly in a pool, it looks like. Let's see. I guess I could look for the PKR game. Theoretically, we should start in 3 minutes. I don't see PKR is playing right now, so maybe he is not doing a match so he can partner his BWC partner. Let's see. Wow, Aaron Hawaii is streaming. He almost never streams. We have Radon playing Risk. If I weren't streaming myself, I'd be for sure be watching my friend Aaron Hawaii. Let's check again to see if Lucci is online.